We're going to turn scrap lumber into a cool corbel. Hey everybody, we're in the shop today doing a little bit of woodworking. This is a 2x4. You get it at any hardware store, really cheap, and you can turn it into a pretty cool corbel. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to lay this corbel out. Pretty simple. You're going to take one 2x4 and another 2x4 and make you a little corner out of it. Okay, now that we've got that done, let's just make our necessary cuts. Alright, now that we've got the initial cuts made, we're just going to tack it together with a couple of brad nails using our finish nailer so that it'll stay together. Alright, that was pretty simple. So far so good. We've used a saw and a finish nailer, both of which you don't have to have for this project. Keep in mind, you can use a skill saw, table saw, miter saw, radial arm saw. You could even use a jigsaw. It's really simple, really cheap, and you don't have to have a whole lot of tools. You could use a handsaw even. Now here's the fun part. We're going to put the inside, the little triangle piece on the inside, the little looks like the wood coming through. We're going to put that on the inside to make the cuts on that, and then we're going to put the outside cap on there. Let's look at how we do that. So now we've got the inside pieces done. Let's put that cap together. This is kind of a little more intricate to this. You got to be really safe using your saw, so make sure you use all safety precautions. Don't always pay attention to what I'm doing on that because sometimes I'm not quite as safe as I should be, but it's pretty simple and straightforward. You're going to cut the cap. You're going to cut 45s off all four corners so you make it kind of beveled looking, and it'll give us a really sweet finished product. Now that we got that done, tack the cap on there, make sure it's good to go. Okay, so now we've got our corbel put together, but it still looks like a 2x4, right? I mean, it still looks like it just came from the store. Well, you can do a couple of different things. Use a hammer. Now that we've done with the hammer, let's add a little more texture to it, because a hammer just looks like it's been beat up. We're going to put a little swirl marks in it using our handheld grinder with a wire wheel on it, so that we can give it a little, like a saw mark, kerf mark look to it, a little weathered. Maybe it's been dropped, kicked, it was come out of an old house. Let's give it that look real quick. See, it's that simple. You can do this stuff. It takes no time whatsoever, no money. I'm using these tools just because I didn't want to do nothing else. You could drag this thing along your concrete driveway to give it the rough look. It does not matter. Make it simple, make it easy, just make it. Okay, next thing we're going to do to make this thing look really weathered and give us that old weathered, maybe barn find type look, rustic glam like my wife likes to call it, we're going to use some mist tint stain that I got from Home Depot, and we're just going to put the stain on there, let it sit for about 15 minutes, wipe it off. Use a different color stain, some ebony stain, wipe it off, and then go back with the white stain again. See, it'll give it this nice weathered look. Check it out. All right, everybody, what'd you think? Pretty simple, right? One 2x4, maybe 20 brad nails out of a brad nailer, and some stain, and that's about it. You're talking less than $10 to make this beautiful corbel that you can use inside the home, outside the home, decorate it, use it on a table. I don't care, just use it, just make it. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you subscribe.